What's going on YouTube? Crypto Matrix here, coming at you with another cryptocurrency stream. And guys, I am happy to report Bitcoin broke all-time highs again, all the way up at 28,400.
That's impossible.
Guys, these are some extremely bullish times. I'm expecting the price just to continuously be pushing and pushing up, and there are many reasons for that, guys. We're going to go over 5 different reasons, 5 different things to be looking at in the Bitcoin price before year's end. I want to talk about a few other altcoins. I want to talk about my Aave trade in my discussion, guys, right here. 6 days ago, I was saying I will be uploading an Xmas video tomorrow, working on stream today. Wanted to tell you guys first, fast to scoop up some Aave right now. Xmas profits, baby. And guys, check it out right here. That was right around here at around $72. You could have taken this trade twice, basically, and gotten out with basically a 20% gain. Okay, you could have had that happen twice. Okay, and even now you can cash out at 17%. So guys, let me know if you took that trade in the comments. I want to see you guys making as much money as possible. I make money on altcoins and Bitcoin every single day, so I hope you guys are following my calls right along with me. And guys, in my last video, I was talking about a bull flag being painted with the Bitcoin price and some higher projections. And guys, we hit that. Check it out in this video right here. Right now, we just had the pump. Something has to happen for it to actually read what's going to happen next. But if we zoom in real close here, okay, and get on the, let's say a 15-minute chart, just so we can see a little bit more what's going on. You know, it looks like a bull flag being painted already. Okay, there's the leg, there's the arm, and then before you know it, guys, another leg up. Okay, so that's what I think is going to happen in the Bitcoin price, guys. In a bull market, we yield bullish times. So guys, as you can see, we did pump right out of that and basically just broke all-time highs again with a wick all the way up to 28,550. I mean, this is just extremely exciting times for Bitcoin, guys. I think we're going to be forming another ascending wedge as soon as this forms here. You know, it looks like another flag is being painted and we're just going to get another leg up. Like if you look at it right here, guys, you know, it just looks like another leg up, you know, and then we're just going to get another shot up. It's incredible. You know, it's hard to just say, you know, it's just going to keep going up. It's going to keep going up. But that's what it's reading, guys. Everything's lining up right. The EMA 20 is above the EMA 55. The Bollinger Bands, after just widening, are now tightening up, looking for a slight consolidation period and then a pump or a breakout. Specifically a breakout. A pump's not guaranteed, but in reality, guys, with the trend, with the momentum, with everything lining up, volume steadily, you know, just slowly increasing, you know, moving up, we're going to see a breakout to the upside again. I don't think we're going to get a crash. I think it's going to be a great New Year's, and we're going to see some prices. I hope we break 29,000 before the end of the year, or even 30. I mean, that would just be incredible and really putting us on a trajectory for some higher times heading into 2021. Guys, we could easily see, you know, $70,000 to $100,000 next year. It's just mind-blowing. It's incredible. It really is. So I hope you guys have been accumulating all year. Since I started the page, you know, 6-7 months ago, I have been pushing you guys to buy Bitcoin all the way from, you know, $4,000. So if you guys bought any time since you've been watching my video, you guys have been making massive profits. And I'm just saying, you know, you made it. Now you're in a very comfortable position. You're in the green. Hold strong, guys. Bitcoin has so much potential to the upside. They're talking over $100,000 to $500,000 within its next bull cycle peak by 2024. That's something I need to be a part of. I hope you guys are in the same boat. So I wanted to go over Electroneum as well, guys. Okay. I was talking about right here, if we broke out to the right, that would be a very good sign. Okay. So we kind of broke down here. We needed to kind of push out to the right here. We're kind of getting another last ditch. Hey, are we going to break out to the right, or are we going to continue down this wedge? Now, guys, remember what I said. If we break out to the right, yeah, that's a good sign that the trend reversal is finally happening. Now, remember, we have the low here, a higher low, and another higher low. So you got to understand, hopefully we just continuously move this trend, you know, upwards. Okay, hopefully that's why I was saying you know, back in the 23rd of last month, that hopefully this is a trend change, because it, you know, it looks like one. But if we continue down this path, that would, you know, cancel out the trend change and basically we're still in a long consolidation phase. Now, you guys have to understand, I see so many people involved in Electroneum, I feel like you guys don't understand what's going on. So, I'll say again, if you got in at the ICO price around 20 cents, that was just not a good call on your part, okay? Like, flat out. When I first heard of Electroneum, I saw the ICO price, I saw they started giving away coin. I knew right away, when you give something away, it devalues it, period. Okay? What they were trying to do is accumulate as much people involved in the project as possible, and that makes sense. Okay? Whilst helping out the unbanked and helping out countries, you know, with less. Okay? So they were doing a lot of good things. That's what we call good karma in a project. Okay? So in the early phases, you know, it would have been very risky to buy. Okay? So what I did is I mined Electroneum. And a lot of people have asked me, you know, what can you mine? There's ASICs out there, the X3, which is now old, but in general it does work, and they're making new miners all the time. And guys, check this out real quick. ASIC miner value, okay, you can check this site out, and it has all of the ASICs you can look at, you know, basically and buy from like Bitmain or other various companies, and you can see what's actually profitable out there for you guys. And yes, by the time you get the machines, these numbers won't be accurate to you anymore. It takes months for them to actually get there. I've bought from Bitmain many times. And but think of it this way, if you get a good project, you know, there's been, you know, history of, you know, ASICs pumping, you know, several $100s a day. So I think, you know, if certain projects, mining is very important as to buying the coin, and then when the price is right, you buy the coin. So for instance, I mined a lot in the early stages of Electroneum, cashed out right into Bitcoin right away. And then as time went on and the price, you know, went to where it is now, for instance, after the, you know, the weeding out of weak hands, like this is where I did the majority of my buying, and then I did some more over here. Yes, it didn't help my average. In general, I wanted to accumulate as much as I could during these phases, because you got to think, guys, it could go something like this. And I'm going to move this as far over so you can see it as possible, just so you can understand. So we'll leave that peak in there so you can see it. Think about something like this, guys. Say like it's just going like this, like this. Ooh, we got a pump. You know, something. And then eventually we can get a massive pump, okay? And hopefully it'll just be a big, you know, with things lining up right, we'll get a big pump out, and that will complete bull theory, okay? So, you know, guys, this could take a couple years. You got to understand, Electroneum is only in its infancy stage. And in all honesty, guys, when I see the comments and all the people so worried, oh, I'm giving up, blah, blah, blah. I'm over here like, yes, I'm in the green. That means everything's playing out properly. People are getting weeded out. The strong will prevail. That's really what I believe, guys. And in 5 years, let's say 5. I was going to say, you know, 5, 8, 10, something like that. But let's say 5 years. Electroneum's pumping, you know, we're at, you know, 40, 50 cents at least. Okay, we're going to be looking back at these times being like, wow, I wasn't listening. I wasn't thinking clearly. Okay, these are the times to be accumulating. Okay, any time right there. Okay, and any time probably right here too. So understand what's really going on, guys. This, you know, this is projected all the way out to next year. 2022 is right here. Okay, so it, you know, it could take years before we see real change in the price. You guys need to understand that to survive in this cryptocurrency coin here. In the infancy stages, you can't expect huge volume. You could expect, you know, a decreasing in volume or a steadiness. Look at the coins that just got released on Gemini. Okay, Aave started higher, crashed down low. Now, yes, it is higher than it was, but understand, guys, not every coin just goes straight up to the moon. And I think that's why Electroneum is going to be a lot more profitable for the people that actually can hold on, because a lot of people will get weeded out. The price will be able to go lower. You'll be able to scoop up more coin. And then when that pumps, you'll get massive gains. So for instance, in the last pump, I went up to a cent. When I bought down here, you know, I 10x'd. 10x'd, guys, 10x. Okay? That's huge. Okay? I don't want to hear anything about it. You know, that's a great trade. Okay? And I think you're going to have the same kind of results just buying it anywhere in here. And you guys are just being picky. You know, don't worry so much. Believe in what you're buying. If you don't believe in it, that, you know, why are you buying it? Okay? So that's what I think is going on with Electroneum, guys. I wanted to talk about LINK. Okay? That's a coin I've been talking about a lot. Let's go to the hourly time frame. Okay, so I was talking about this yellow line getting a purchase. So if you guys made that trade, okay, and yes, you could have caught that wick down. That would have been crazy. But even to where we're at today, you could have made a 13%. And yes, guys, I was a little ill over the last few days. I would have made a video here, but that's a 32% at that peak. You could have made that trade on Link, but in all honesty, guys, if you bought the coin even here or even way back there, you could hodl this coin for years. And I'm talking $40 to $100 chain link, guys. I really think chain link is gonna blow up. I think from last year, from $2 to $8, $2 to $6. This year, from even down at $2 all the way up to $20, it's gonna. I think this is the new bottom. This is the bottom, right in here, right in this area, from like $8, right here over to right in here. This is the bottom. So I think that next year we're gonna see some much higher prices, and I think Chainlink is just gonna continue to impress, guys. So that's what I think is going on with Chainlink. I think in the short term we could see a little bit more chop to the side here. For instance, if we zoom in, we are still putting in higher lows since that bottom out on like the 24th. So that's a good sign. Let's see if we can just continue that short-term trend. But if it breaks down, say, towards the yellow line, it could mean we're going a little bit lower. That's okay, guys. Just an opportunity to scoop the dip. Remember, we are in a bull market, and with a bull market yields bullish times. So I think this coin has a lot more potential to the upside. And I wanted to go over his alt season and 30K in sight. 5 things to watch in Bitcoin as 2020 ends. So there's a lot going on in the Bitcoin price, guys, and a lot of people are asking me, is it going to break 30? Is now still a good time to buy? And, I think institutions are getting involved, which means the price is going to continuously be going up. So I think even buying now, it seems risky. It seems like a lot of stress. But in reality, it could be 40,000 in a few months. It really could, guys. There's so much pressure here, so much institutional demand, so many people want Bitcoin or are just interested in Bitcoin right now, and that's why I think the price is just going to continue to rise. But here's one of the 5 factors, and we're going to go over that right now. So gold surges as Trump signs another stimulus bill. So markets have been spared a nightmare this week after U.S. President Donald Trump agreed to sign off a Congress $900 billion coronavirus stimulus bill, set to add a large amount of debt to the Federal Reserve's existing mountain. The package includes various benefits for businesses, but stops short of providing Americans with the same level of direct financial support seen in March. Trump had said that the low direct payment amount of the second stimulus, $600 against $1,200 last, meant that he could not condone it, but subsequently changed his mind. So guys, if we get more money, I'm going to be very transparent with you guys. I'm putting it right in Bitcoin, even at this high. Okay, that's what I believe. Or Chainlink. Maybe we'll put a little in Chainlink, to be honest with you. Or even some, Chainlink, Ethereum. You could buy Electroneum at these prices, and there's a lot of things you could buy right now, guys. But in all honesty, the bulk of it will go into either Bitcoin or Ethereum or Chainlink, and then the remainder in Electroneum. And the reason I'm not putting more in Electroneum, I already have millions and millions of Electroneum. Just don't need any more right now. I wait. I make good calls on the price action, and that's what you guys really need. You got to master your craft. That's the key to trading. You got to master it. Okay. And regulations coming for mainstream Bitcoin. So this has gotten my attention. So after striking a fresh tone with a wider audience over Christmas with runs to all new time highs, Bitcoin may soon have to face the music, but the establishment sources warn, hitting 28,400 and capped monthly gains of over 55%. Bitcoin is now firmly on regulators' radar as its mainstream appeal heightens. Even for its proponents, the next year may prove to be a challenging time, with outgoing Treasury Secretary Steven Mnuchin leaving his mark with an attempt to force new laws over non-custodial wallets. His replacement, Janet Yellen, may hardly be an improvement, they say. Generally, I think we have had challenges with the Dems. They prefer more regulation, more oversight. Monsignor DeMorris, chief strategy officer at digital asset manager CoinShares, told Bloomberg on Sunday, "I am a bit worried about the direction things are going." Yeah, a lot of people that are involved in Bitcoin, they probably are worried about where it's going. For many reasons, they're not involved. They're not making the gains. It's very interesting. A lot of people that aren't involved, they have a lot to say about Bitcoin. but of the people that have been involved, you know, it's been life-changing. It's changed your life. Basically, if you bought into Bitcoin any time, it's changed your life. And if it hasn't changed your life, you've made better profits than you've made in regular market easily. Why? Because Bitcoin is the best asset class in history. Okay? So Bitcoin's rebuttal at 28,400 is very healthy, says analysts. Concentrating on the latest Bitcoin spot market action, Monday is shaping up to be a major test for bulls, given the momentum seen over the weekend. After hitting all-time highs of 28,400 on Sunday, Bitcoin saw a pullback, which may have already been expected. And guys, I was talking about that in my discussion here. Okay, I do feel like this dip will take another dip, 6 to 8%. Dip may not be filling the CME gap. I am expecting a double dip this time. Beware of that. Okay, so I think, you know, that actually that happened. Okay, so we had that double dip there on BTC, and that was so right here. So we pumped up and then had another dip right down, retesting the support of the top of this ascending wedge. Okay. So what's next? A consolidation sideways action, less volatility, giving space to the rest of the markets to pace up. BTC pairs are doing well. So guys, we then pumped back up above 28,000. We're sitting at 28,400 as I speak, okay? We're sitting at 28,400 as I speak. I think we're going to continue to be pushing up, guys. I think that's, you know, just an obvious thing in a bull market. We're going to continue seeing these bullish times, and there's not much to stop that. And guys, we went right over that Bitcoin futures gap. Yes, it was the biggest in history. And if we check out the charts here, we can see that big gap compared to the last gap, which was the biggest in history. This one doubled it. Look at those gaps. And then let's go back to the last gap, which I think had a lot of people vexed, okay, because it almost filled several times, okay? But look at all these the last three CME gaps did not fill. So we can put that to rest, guys. The CME gaps don't always fill. I think they are more likely to fill in a bear market, okay? So in a bull market, we might not see these gaps get filled until the crash, okay, after the peak, okay, which could come anytime between now and 2024, okay? I'm thinking it'll happen in 2022, to be honest with you guys. I think we're just going to be in a very strong bull market for like years. So, and as well, the stock to flow forecast, the high, okay? On the topic of price trajectory, the latest action puts Bitcoin at odds with one of its best known and most reliable price models, the stock to flow, which, guys, as you know, I follow that and I believe in that. After rising to hit exactly what the model's demands last week, the weekend ensured that BTC USD outperformed with Sunday's retracement to mid $26,000 range, ensuring compliance has swiftly returned. So let's check this out right here, guys. And as you can see, the red dot, we're just above the model here. You know, so I think we're looking really good for at least a trajectory onto 100,000. And then anything over that, yeah, we might get a couple spikes up. You see how it's spiked up even here, even back there. We got spikes up. So let's say like 140,000 over the next year, I'd say. Year to 2 years would be the high, okay? Now, again, on its way up to here, you know, this is going to be extremely exciting times, but in reality, guys, everyone's hyping about this cycle right here. So let's see this play out. You know, I think it's going to be very close to the last one. You know, look at this, guys. You know, it's just going to be another repeat of history, and I think everyone's going to start to see it, you know, right here. Okay, but I've talked about this many times, guys. You want to be part of the early adapters, okay? So going forward, the model's various incarnations demand price levels of anywhere between 100,000 and 576,000 between now and then at the end of the current halving cycle in 2024. So that's what I was just talking about there, guys. I just think there's so much potential to the upside with Bitcoin. You know, you really have to believe in it. You've got to really mold your mind and change what you know so that you understand what is coming, okay? And I think you know, once you guys do that, you're off to the races, and I think Bitcoin can easily change your lives, even at these high prices. Getting involved, I think you guys should, you know, buy a few $100 in Bitcoin. In my, you know, my last video, I told you guys buy a few $100 in Bitcoin. If you did, you already made, you know, $100. It's incredible, guys. It's really exploded like that, and it will continue to impress. Guys, that's all the time I have for today. Thank you so much for all your continued support, guys. I'm getting subscribers every single day. My last video we had over 420 views. That's awesome, guys. You know, for a new page, that's a lot of views. I want to keep it moving like that. I want to see the price continuously going up. I want to see you guys making money. And in this bull market with all the hype going on, guys, it's just the perfect storm. I hope you're involved in cryptocurrency. Remember, if you don't come from a rich family must come from you. And in cryptocurrency, all you got to do is ride that wave. Guys, I am Crypto Matrix. I will catch you guys later.